Christiana Gaudet with more answers to your questions about tarot. Today's question comes from Isaac in Miami, and this is an interesting one. Isaac did a 2-card tarot reading, and he wanted me to give my interpretation. Now, the question is a really interesting one. He basically asked tarot to talk about itself. The question he asked was, when we communicate with tarot, who's on the other end? Who is speaking through the cards? What is the source of the information? That's what he wanted to know, and he decided to pull 2 cards. The 2 cards he received, the 2 of Swords and the Star. Who speaks through the cards? Whose energy, whose information are we receiving when we work with tarot? The 2 of Swords and the Star. Let's start by looking at the 2 of Swords. The 2 of Swords has crossed off the heart. And so I would think that the information that is coming is not burdened by emotion. The 2 of Swords is blindfolded. So we can't be influenced by other people's opinions or other people's ideas. In balancing the 2 swords, there is almost this sense of like not having a dog in the fight, not having an attachment. And in fact, Aleister Crowley calls this the card of peace. So if we are talking to ourself, but we are talking to ourself where we are not influenced by others, where we are not influenced by our emotional attachments, and we're at peace with all possibilities, then we must be talking to our higher self. So to me, the 2 of Swords says, who are we speaking with when we work with tarot? We are speaking with our higher self. Our higher self speaks through the cards. Carl Jung believed that as well. Now, the other card is the Star. And the important thing to know about the Star card is that's not water that she's pouring. That is actually starlight. This is the light of heaven, the healing light of heaven being poured upon the earth in great abundance. So when we look at this card, who is speaking through the cards? That is the healing source energy of the universe. The energy that we use when we do Reiki, the energy that we pray to, the energy that presents itself in myth all around the world. This is the healing light that light workers work with. So who is speaking through the tarot? Higher power, higher self, and higher power. So this is pretty interesting because, first of all, the question is it really okay to ask tarot to talk about itself, if you will? I mean, frankly, tarot is 78 pieces of cardboard. But tarot is also a language. It is a mechanism for communication. And I think it's very fair to ask who's on the other end of the phone. The reading that Isaac did was certainly him asking, so we could say, okay, well, when Isaac works with the cards, this is what happens. He communicates with his higher self, and he channels healing energy from the source of all healing energy. So is this true for just Isaac, or is it true for all of us? I think, for me, it's true for all of us. When we work with the cards, we have access to the wisdom of higher power and higher self. That's how I see it.